all the sciences we have attained to do not equal the sea of science belonging to that humane scholar in the East.
These are the words of the famous English scientist Sir John Bennett with regard to the humane scientist and scholar Muhammad Amin Sheikho during his meeting with the scientists of the West. As a form of gratitude and the recognition of the rights of science and scholars, we can mention the life of the venerable scholar Muhammad Amin Sheikho.
The humane scholar Muhammad Amin Sheikho was born in 1890 in Damascus. His father was a merchant. Although orphaned, he was characterized by his patience through the difficulties of life and the trying circumstances that befell his small family.
Due to his noble lineage, going back to the progeny of the Prophet Muhammad, he was able to study in the Turkish Royal Academy, known as Anbar, in Damascus. He graduated as a security officer, and his unswerving allegiance to justice was well known, also indispensable to the rebels as they fought for freedom during the reign of the Turkish state, and following that, the French Mandate. And so he continued until independence was achieved. Then the humane scholar Muhammad Amin Sheikho turned to his scientific research in order to enlighten people's minds, put an end to their ignorance, which had placed a barrier between people and their provider.
Many books were dedicated to the great scholar, as well as much scientific research in all subjects, especially that which concerned the pronouncing of the name of Allah over animals to be slaughtered. Before this, Muhammad Amin Sheikho was able to bring further science to light through his book, The Marvelous Medicine, the main reference point for our research into cupping. In the end, it's necessary to petition the responsible authorities, which are the Ministry of Health and the Ministry of Higher Education, to take up the subject of cupping from an objective scientific angle, so that detailed studies, similar to the research of doctorate theses, might be conducted over a large number of cases. If such studies are conducted on upwards of 10,000 patients, we will be able to statistically confirm that cupping, this simple operation, free from complications, can offer the patient an easy means to recovery. It is available to all. It is free from complication or heavy costs, and moreover, it can cure complex illnesses which conventional medicine cannot.
All the steps and simple medical operations, complete with the clinical and laboratory analysis, including the radiographs, which we made for the patients, were done without charge. The people of Damascus and its surrounding regions can certify to such matter. We didn't take money from any cupped person at all.
I'd like to mention here that the laboratory medical team made all these laboratory analyses, which included investigation into the different functions of the body, for the patients on whom we practiced cupping, without receiving any financial recompense whatsoever. They were all performed gratis. We taught all the villages and cities of Syria about the practice of cupping, and we instructed thousands and thousands of doctors and nurses how to cup. We are ready to teach anyone who will not exploit their newfound knowledge in order to get money or practice it breaking its rules and laws.
Here we have presented cupping and the results that amazed the world and astonished the entire medical profession. In the face of all of this wonderful work, I can do nothing but extend my thanks and gratitude to the researcher Professor Abdul Qadir Ad-Dirani and to the entire medical team for the hard work and the effort they offered for free, rendering us all a huge humanitarian service and executing the wishes of my father, the scholar Muhammad Amin Sheikho. God have mercy upon him. Thank you.
Finally, there have been some criticisms made against what the messenger said. These criticisms were checked by the humane scholar Muhammad Amin Sheikho in his work on this simple medical operation, now performed under the latest methods and certified by the best medical experts of the day. His research has enabled us to dismiss the above-mentioned criticisms, which are counterproductive and contest evidence gathered at the highest medical levels. So it has been proved that cupping is a correct operation when applied according to strict rules, and that there have been many cases of recovery relating to a great many diseases, astounding the best doctors. Cupping is an excellent means to protect people's health and ensure their safety, unless it is applied without observing the rules, an unfortunate situation which would pave the way to endangering their lives in an atmosphere of lies and deception.